Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for attending the 31st African American Farewell Celebration. My name is Myelin Ford, and I serve as the president of the National Panhellenic Council Executive Board. Let me take a moment to give you some history about our celebration today. In 1992, the African American Farewell Celebration was created to observe the scholastic achievements of African and African American students, as well as to celebrate their current and future successes. Regardless of the struggles and obstacles that they have faced while enrolled, all of these graduates have persevered in obtaining their respective educational and professional degrees and credentials. Each year, the farewell celebration also incorporates the tradition of our annual African American Heritage Festival. This year, we celebrated our 45th festival and used the theme of Umoja. It is the Swahili word for unity. The African American Farewell Celebration holds great respect for the land and original peoples of the area where the Ohio State University campus is located. The land that the Ohio State occupies is the ancestral and contemporary territory of the Shawnee, Potawatomi, Delaware, Miami, Peoria, Seneca, Wyandotte, Ojibwe, and Cherokee peoples. The name Ohio itself derived from the Iroquois, Ohio, the Great River. The university resides on land seceded in the 1795 Treaty of Greenville and the forced removal of tribes through the Indian Removal Act of 1830. As we strive to honor the resiliency of these tribal nations and recognize the historical context that have been continued to affect American Indians, we recognize that our visitors and hope to become gracious guests that honor Indigenous past, present, and future. As we stand today to welcome our graduating class of 2023, preceding the class, we have members of all active undergraduate and PhD fraternities and sororities at Ohio State who will be offering a banner in honor of their respective organizations. Please rise as we welcome Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. We are also joined here today by many members of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated and Iota Phi Beta Fraternity Incorporated. Thank you to these organizations for continuing the legacy of leadership and scholarship on the campus of the Ohio State University. Continue to stand as we now welcome the graduating class of Good afternoon, beautiful people. How are we feeling today? Welcome to the 31st Annual African American Farewell Celebration, or as we call it, Black Grad. My name is Kristen Asiedu, and I will be your wonderful hostess with the mostest, mistress of ceremonies today. We would like to ask you for patience as we continue to be seated. Please help us by filling in spaces where there is space, and that would be greatly appreciated.
Good afternoon. My name is Abdul, and I will be your master of ceremonies tonight. We are so happy to have all of you here today with us. At this time, we ask that you please rise or stand for the singing of the Black National Anthem led by the African American Voices Gospel Choir. Please note that all doors will remain closed for the duration of the anthem. The lyrics for the Black National Anthem can be found on the screen and on the inside cover of the program booklet.
I do not have it. Oh, they can hear me. Yes, they can hear me.
Shout out to the noobs.
Go. Thanks. My president, my president, my president.
Okay.
Go to the crowd down there.
Okay. All right.
Can I get a round of applause for AAV? Y'all did a wonderful job. Thank you so much. Now we will honor those in our community who've passed away with a moment of silence, including the recent passing of Kaylee Steele. Kaylee was a beloved member of the Ohio State MPHC community, and we will miss her dearly. And we wanted to respect those who have been impacted by her and her life. And please join me in a moment of silence for our forever Buckeye. Thank you. Again, welcome to the graduating class of 2023. Oh my God. Y'all can sit down. My bad. Thank you, Dr. T. Woo. Don't say it. My bad, y'all. Bad look. Okay. Welcome to the graduating class of 2023, friends, families, and esteemed guests. We will now recognize the university officials seated on the dais, as well as our other special guests and program participants. I'd ask that you hold your applause, please, until we introduce all of our dais members, starting with Dr. Melissa Shivers, Senior Vice President for Student Life. Didn't I just say to hold your applause? Be serious. Be serious. How are we graduating? We can't follow instructions. Come on. Next is Dr. Wendy Smooth, a Senior Vice Provost for Inclusive Excellence. Dr. Tanisha Jenkins, Associate Vice President for Belonging and Inclusion. Y'all don't listen. Dr. Andre Brown, Assistant Dean for Diversity, Equity, Inclusion in the College of Arts and Sciences. Come on, long name. I know that's right. And then Dr. Keith Beakey, President and CEO of Keith Beakey Enterprises. Don't play. And then last but not least, Christopher Scott, graduating member of class of 2023. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Finally, we recognize that it takes a village to ensure that our students are successful. At this time, we invite all faculty and staff to please stand and be acknowledged. I know y'all out there somewhere.
It gives me great pleasure and a wonderful sense of pride to introduce our first special guest, Dr. Melissa Shivers, who's the Ohio State Family Engineer in 2020, is the second president of Student Life at Ohio State. Dr. Shivers served as Vice President for Student Affairs at the University of Iowa. She is a proud first-generation college graduate with a Bachelor's of Science from Georgia Southern University in Communication Arts. Also has a Master's degree in Education, Counseling and Guidance Services from Clemson University, as well as a Doctorate in Philosophy, Counseling, and Student Personnel Services from the University of Georgia. Dr. Shivers was honored as a 2022 Legend and Legacy by the King Arts Complex and was selected as a 2021 Diamond Honoree by ACPA, which is one of the highest honors bestowed by the International Student Affairs Professional Organization. She was recently named as one of 40 higher educational leaders to follow on social media and is a proud member of Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Without further ado, Dr. Melissa Shivers.
Good afternoon and welcome to our parents, families, friends, and supporters. We would not be here today without you, your love, and your dedication. You have laid the foundation of our soon-to-be graduate successes by instilling values and beliefs in the potential of their futures. Whether it was an ear to listen to, a shoulder to cry on, a word of encouragement, a pat on the back,
They needed and you provided endless support. We appreciate your partnership on this journey and thank you for trusting us with your loved ones at The Ohio State University. You all should be incredibly proud of them for what they have accomplished, and for all that they have accomplished as being young people at Ohio State. Young people who were able to navigate both pre, during, and post-pandemic. This class showed a level of commitment, resilience, love, and just complete dedication to their Buckeye experience. That's why they are able to be here in front of all of us today, looking forward to tomorrow at noon in the shoe to receive their degrees from The Ohio State University. Now to these Buckeyes that we are here to celebrate today. OH! I have learned that if there is one thing that can be counted on, it is that another Buckeye will always answer in response to those two simple letters. No matter where you are in the country, no matter where you are in the entire world, Buckeyes will respond just as you did. There is no doubt about it. When you call OH, you will get the response, IO. There is something very comforting in knowing that someone will always answer that call. It is also a symbol of the strong sense of connection that Buckeyes have with one another, even with those we've never met. There's also something very powerful about such strong connections. Harvard continues a study today that they started back in 1938 to understand more about health and happiness. They have found that having positive relationships is one of the biggest predictors of longevity and happiness. Even more important than exercise, money. I did not write this study. I'm just telling you what it said, that it's more important than money or a healthy diet. On this commencement eve, I encourage you to think very seriously about the connections you have made while here at Ohio State and how you plan to maintain and even grow them. How will you stay committed to being a person who will answer the call when a friend or fellow Buckeye reaches out with an OH or a request for help, or maybe just to talk about how amazing the Buckeyes will be in the fall? I challenge you to remember the kindness that you have received and the kindness that you have given, and to carry that habit of being kind forward throughout your life. Make no mistake, simple kindness can be a difference maker. You are about to become a graduate of The Ohio State University. This means that you can and you should have the genuine confidence that you are connected to and a part of a much larger entity. And that same Buckeye spirit that inspires us to throw our arms in the air for a mighty OH will stay with you throughout your life. Today, I hope that you will reflect on your accomplishments. I'm currently reading a book called Together by Vivek Murthy, the 19th Surgeon General of the United States. In it, Dr. Murthy talks about the power of human connection and why it is so important. He lays out 4 very simple strategies that have an impact on an individual as well as on whole communities. Spend time each day with those you love, focus on each other, Embrace solitude, because one of the most important connections that you have is the connection that you have with yourself. And lastly, help and be helped. I encourage you to remember this simple yet wise advice. Whatever you have chosen to do next, and no matter what your future holds, you will not be alone. Another Buckeye will always be just a call or a block away. You all know just how to call them. Just say, OH. Please stay connected to your university and come back to visit us often. Please remember, I will still know how to find each and every one of you. You are truly scarlet and great, and I know you will always answer the call to OH.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shivers. Can we get another round of applause for her? All righty, so we would like to acknowledge that the African American Farewell Celebration draws upon the strong relationship between the Office of Student Life and the Office of Diversity and Inclusion. Within the Office of Diversity and Inclusion, the Frank W. Hale Black Cultural Center, or Hale Hall, has remained a committed partner in this fantastic endeavor. I would now like to invite Dr. Wendy Smoot to the podium, who serves as the Senior Vice Provost for Inclusive Excellence. Ooh. Dr. Smoot holds a PhD in political science and a certificate in women's studies from the University of Maryland, College Park. She's a faculty member in the Women's Gender and Sexuality Studies Department, and before her time at Ohio State, she was an assistant professor at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Dr. Smoot's research continues to be on public policy and impacting women and the communities of color as a faculty affiliate with the Kirwan Institute for the Study of Race, Equity, and Ethnicity. Ethnicity here at Ohio State. Her research has also led her to win the Best Dissertation in Women in Politics by the Women in Politics section of the American Political Science Association. We are so fortunate to have Dr. Smoot's influence here with us at Ohio State. Please welcome Dr. Wendy Smoot to the podium.
Wow, to look out at an audience like this, standing room only, to celebrate the amazing accomplishments of our latest class of Buckeyes. Soon to be graduates, faculty members, university leaders, alumni friends, and families of these amazing young people who have done so much and sacrificed so much to make today possible. I am deeply honored to stand before you today to offer remarks for this celebratory moment. This is truly an extraordinary day for me to be addressing an audience full of such Black excellence. As the late Dr. Frank Hale Jr., the namesake of Hale Hall, used to say, "You were born qualified, but you leave here certified." You, my friends, are your ancestors' wildest dreams. And may I say, you are heartily certified. Today, we honor all of our BAs, our BSs, our MSs, our MAs, our JDs, our MDs, our PhDs. And if I missed your letters, you know we're celebrating you too. This day is also an extraordinary day for our graduates, and please accept my heartfelt congratulations. You have run an intellectual marathon and accomplished something quite amazing and tangible. You will hold it in your hand come tomorrow afternoon. Growing up as a child, I was so very blessed to have a caretaker who was a senior wise, elderly African-American woman who had labored her entire life, but with very little education to call her own. Though she had little education, she was sure to instill in me the value of education. When I was little, she would teach me how to count and to spell my name and to spell and to write a little bit of the word baby, because I was her special baby. Every time I visited her as I grew older, she was my biggest cheerleader around my education. When I graduated from college, she was well into her 90s, and dementia had started to take hold of her magnificent mind. But she never failed to ask me the same questions she had always asked me along my educational road. Her name was affectionately Miss Mary. So Miss Mary would say to me, "What grade are you in?" And I would answer through the years, 7th grade, 9th grade, 11th grade, college freshman. And she would always answer the same way. "Baby, that's beautiful. Go as far as you can in school. Get all the education you can while you can. Once you get it, that is something no one can ever take away from you." And I always replied, "I promise, Miss Mary, I will." And I stand before you as a doctorate of philosophy with a certificate in women's and gender studies. We would sit and have that conversation, as you may have family members with dementia, we'd have that conversation over and over and over again. It would start the same way. She would ask the same questions and we would end the same way. "I promise, Miss Mary, I will. I will." And I did. I kept my promise. Now I stand before you offering her advice to you. Get all you can while you can, because your education is something that can never be taken away from you. You will hold it forever like the jewel that it is. Now, among our graduates today are some of you who are the first in your families to graduate from college or the first to earn an advanced degree. Please know that whether you are the first or the 21st, what you have accomplished is meaningful for your whole family. That's why your parents, your spouses, your family, friends, your mentors, your coaches, your religious leaders, your teachers are so proud of you. That's why they stood with you and supported you on this journey. Please do me a favor across this weekend. Whoever cared for you, whoever whispered in your ear, you can do it. This is yours. You got this. I believe in you. Or sometimes that tough love that said, "I know you're not going to do that," right? Please do me a favor this weekend. I want you to pull them close if they're with you. I want you to look them in their eyes and I want you to say the thank you that you feel so deeply in your heart. Because we know that we stand on the shoulders of others and we stand shoulder to shoulder with each other and bringing each other along. That is our cultural norms, and we hold that steadfast. Your education will take you to places you have never imagined and spaces you never thought you'd go, open doors for you, make you have conversations with people that you never dreamed you would speak to. I want you to remember that as you're moving through all of those magnificent spaces, leave the door open for others. At the turn of the century, African-American women organized in organizations, sororities, and service and civic organizations, and many of them operated with a simple phrase, lift as we climb. I challenge you today, graduates, to leave the door open. Hold the door for someone else. Clear the space for someone else, because I can assure you, whether you knew the name of the person, the address of the person, the degrees of the person, someone opened the door for you. And it's our responsibility to leave it open for others. You are a class that is uniquely equipped, as Dr. Shiver said, to take on the world. You all are pandemic graduates. And we do not say that lightly, because you show that you are nimble. You show that you are courageous. You show that you are compassionate. Those are the attributes that will carry you everywhere you need to go in this next phase of your life. So when you're in those moments of solitude, as we all were during the pandemic, you are not afraid of solitude. Welcome that solitude and take it as your strength, because you have been strengthened and cut like fine diamonds in a way that other graduates of other years will not be able to claim. Know who you are and walk in that courage. Congratulations, Buckeyes. Congratulations, congratulations.
Then we did, Dr. Smith. We have reached the part of the program where we are able to learn and hear from a distinguished individual who can share their knowledge and inspire us. As president and CEO of Key Enterprises LLC, Keith brings a host of banking disciplines and entrepreneurial skills to the operation and financial management of the corporation. Keith has been involved with over $1 billion of real estate development, inclusive of residential, commercial, and faith-based projects. A native of Pittsburgh, Keith received his BS in economics from The Ohio State University and is a former Ohio State football player. Keith has provided community service and leadership to numerous organizations, including serving as a board member of the Ohio State University Foundation, president of the Ohio State University Alumni Association Advisory Council, board chair of KBK Foundation, and many more. Keith is also a proud member of the Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, Iota Psi chapter. For these reasons and many more, Keith, or should we now say, Dr. Key, has received an honorary doctorate degree in public service from The Ohio State University. Furthermore, in recognition of his charitable gifts and passion for student leadership, Ohio State's Office of Student Life has renamed the wing of the Ohio Union the Keith B. Key Center for Student Leadership and Service. This center is going. Go ahead. This center is home to over 15 student organizations at OSU. Keith is also the founder of the Keith B. Key Buckeyes Social Entrepreneurship Program at OSU. Its focus is to develop a culture of socially conscious entrepreneurship at the university. Additionally, Columbus State Community College's amphitheater has recently been named the Keith and Dorothy Key Amphitheater at the newly constructed Mitchell Hall School of Culinary and Hospitality Services for its charitable gifts and leadership at the college. Seems like you got a lot, sir. Keith is a firm believer that passion, courage, and discipline are foundational principles which have resulted in several awards, including the National Black Chamber of Commerce's Partner of the Year, the Ohio State Alumni Distinguished Achievement Award from the College of Arts and Sciences, the Omega Psi Phi's Business of the Year, and countless others, all of which recognize his pursuit of excellence. Keith is married to Dr. D. Key and has 3 children, Danielle, David, and Keith Brandon Key, many of whom are joining us here today. Welcome to 2023 African American Celebration speaker, Dr. Keith B. Key.
Wow. If you could see what I could see, this is a sea of Black beauty that I've never seen in my lifetime. This is beautiful. Wow. And graduates, I've never seen this many Black graduates out of Ohio State in my life. And I'm happy to be your classmate this year. So 2023 is our year. Right. As I thought about this experience, a lot of things came to mind. And obviously I reflected back when I was a student and how much it meant to me to be here. But there's a part of this experience that I think we're at now. At some point we have to leave, right? We have to leave. And that's where some of the excitement also comes with some of the sadness of knowing that some of the people you see today, you may not see every day anymore. Some of your friends, some of the people, the professors, the people who work here, the people who've made your life complete for the last 4 years or more, right? I was a more, some year, 4 years or more, just a more than 4 years here. All right, I'm not by myself. You realize that this became your family. This became your community. And to see all this sea of Blackness and beauty here, you can see the community is much bigger than just the people you saw every day. These are the people who've been praying for you, who've been hoping, and you hold the hope and future in your hands of their dreams. You were their dream, and this is powerful to see this. I'm just awestruck. The point I want to make to you today is that you're ready for what's out there. You're more ready than you know you are. Oftentimes we think about this competition and what you do here and how well you do amongst your peers, but you are amongst a special group of people. When I was talking to Dr. Shivers earlier, she talked about that there was a number of, people who don't really see exactly what they represent. And when you think of the fact that there were 70,000 plus applications to only admit 8,000 people, that just tells you you are special just by being a student at Ohio State, just by making it, just by being selected. You won. You won even before, you got your degree. You won because you have been identified as the top 10 echelon of people who applied here from all over the world. That's an amazing thing. And there you have this experience of what it means to be Black. Right? You have this real experience of what it means to be Black. And we all know that our travel is a different travel, right? Our burdens, our challenges are much different. And so you are amongst the best of the best of the best. And we're counting on you to deliver in a way that I hope you fully understand and appreciate. And I don't want to put the pressure on you, but at the same time, we're here just like we've been here before, praying for you. I don't even know all your names, but I've been praying for you. I've been praying that God gives these young people a chance to help us grow and become a better community, become a better society. And you're it. You're a class that I'm just so excited about what the future may hold. So this is your moment to show that. So when I say you're ready, sometimes you got to deal with the fact that there may have been hardships in this travel that you've had, right? There's been challenges with money. Anybody have money problems? Boom, I got some now. So you had money issues, you had family issues, you had health issues, you had all the same issues. And those things, sometimes you think, God, why me? Why me? Why am I going through this when I need you to help me out and I'm dealing with some stuff? But this is the part that is the hardest thing. And I played football at Ohio State, and when you're training and you're working out and people see you in the game and they think, wow, you just kind of born this way. No, you're not. They didn't see the times in the weight room. They didn't see you running, when everybody else was asleep. They didn't see you sacrifice some of the things you sacrificed. Well, that's been your experience. We don't know your sacrifices. We don't know your burdens. And all of you have your own story. It's not my story, it's your story. But those things have shaped you. Those things have prepared you for something that you didn't even know exists. When I was a kid, I grew up in public housing. I thought I was cursed. I'm seeing people dealing with conditions. I'm seeing people getting shot and dying. And I said, God, why in the world? What did I do wrong to deserve this life? And I didn't know. And later on in life, I started realizing I was blessed. Had I not had those experiences, I couldn't have done $1 billion of real estate development. I couldn't have given Ohio State millions of dollars to say, I want to support these students to make a difference in their life. I couldn't have done some of the things I've done around the country, knowing that if I'm just this kid that's cursed, but I realized it was my blessing because I get it. I understand some of the challenges that we face, and I try to do my part, realizing that there's people behind me, as Doc mentioned earlier, open the door for someone else and keeping the door open so that people can get in behind me. So that's part of what I think this is experience for you to know, that whatever your hardship is, embrace it. Don't run from it. Don't be ashamed of it. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It just tells you how much character you have. It tells you what is the battle scar to let people know that you've earned this. You've earned it. When you think about the challenges you've had, if you had no challenges, it'd have been easy. It'd have been easy. It'd have been going even faster. It's like running fast with 20 pounds of weight on your back, maybe 40 or 60 pounds even. You've done it. You finished the race, and finished the race in many of you in record time. So congratulations for that. The next thing I want to add to your plate is the role of competition. You've been competing all your life. Don't stop now. See, people thinking, yeah, I graduated, now I got to find a job and I'm going to go in there and people are going to be better than me. I got to deal with the fact that I got to work my way up the ladder and I got to wait my time. No, you don't. No, you don't. Don't embrace that philosophy. You didn't embrace that philosophy when you came here. Don't embrace it when you leave here. Understand embrace the fact that you're special and go out and show the world how special you are. Because if you know you're special and don't show anybody you're special, then maybe you're not so special. But I'm telling you, if you trust anybody, hopefully you can trust me because I'm one of you. We 2023. I'm telling you, I'm special. Who else is special with me? There it is. There it is. Let's go do something. Let's go do something. Let's go change the world. And I think those are the things that I want you to embrace, the fact that you're going to compete with some people. They're going to come in and they won't know what you've been through. And they don't know what it means to get a degree at The Ohio State University, one of the biggest colleges in the country, 65,000 students, and you won. You won amongst the 65,000 students. You are more prepared than you know. You some bad brothers and sisters. You are some bad brothers and sisters. And if you don't own that, something's wrong. Own that. Own that when you leave here tomorrow, and make sure you keep it with you. First thing I want you to do when you get out of here tomorrow and get your degree, start thinking about how will you build your team? Because we all need a team. One thing that you see in this room, and there's a visual of it, that we don't win alone. No one wins alone. I don't care if you play a sport that you play by yourself. You had coaches, you had trainers, you had that. No one wins alone. These people in this room is proof that you didn't win alone. So you got to get out there and find a new team, because your team was all these people here, all these professors and all these department heads. All these people have built their whole career making sure you get here and graduate. That's what they are so proud of. This is the proud moment for them as well, knowing that they've done their job. Get out. They've gotten you out of here. They've done their job, and they've done their job well, because that's the part of it that makes their sense of purpose feel satisfied. But you got to build a new team now. And that new team you build is really, how do you select people that really will be about making you a better individual, a better citizen, a better person to our community that you have been all your life, but now how do you go to the next level with it? And sometimes people make the mistake, instead of building a team around them, they build fans around them. They go and find people who just clap for them all day. You don't need fans. I already told you you're good. You don't need fans. You know you're good, right? You don't need people to cheer for you. You need somebody to be a part of your team, part of your collective, your board, your community of people that you've assigned to make sure that you are the best you that you can be. And it takes a team to do that because they'll tell you honestly where your faults are that you don't want to hear, but they're going to tell you because they love you. But they're going to also help you get better. They're not going to just tell you and just say you're just jacked up and go for it. No, they're going to help make sure you're better. So build your team, and that's an important part of it. After you build your team, you got to make a big decision. And when you get a job, everybody thinks that's the biggest decision. I don't think so. That won't be your biggest decision. You got a whole lot of other decisions that will be much bigger than getting a job, because making money is important. We all enjoy that at times, but more than making a dollar, it's about making a difference. Dollar will make you feel a little bit good about the fact that somebody paid me for something, made me sense of worth, but I guarantee you making a difference will give you a greater sense of worth than making a dollar will ever give you. I promise you that. I was telling someone earlier, I said, I really didn't think about how I would feel by giving Ohio State $1 million. I just didn't, I have, like everybody else, we got things going on in our world. I got family members who need things, but I didn't see it as a donation of charity or anything. I saw it as an investment in you and the future of you. And it just made me realize that that's the difference I want to make. I want to make a difference in a way that can carry on long after I'm gone. I wanted to make a difference in a way that wasn't really about just me having something for my family and for me and to go out and buy a boat or something. No, it wasn't about getting a boat. It was about making a difference in your life, because I am just gratified right now from my donation. I couldn't have gotten more of a return than what I'm seeing today. This is the return on the investment that not just I've made, your parents have made, your friends have made, people who pray for you have made. They've made such an investment in you, and it's beyond dollars. And so these are the things that you'll hopefully get the benefit of. You'll see that in your life, that you can contribute bigger than you probably can imagine. So the big decision you have to make is choosing the right environment, because you just can't just go anywhere and think everything's going to be well. This old adage that you can't grow bananas in Alaska. It's not because of the seed is wrong, it's the wrong environment. You put the right seed in the right environment, it will flourish, it will grow, and you are meant to grow. You are meant to succeed. All you have to do is put yourself in the right environment. And if it's the wrong environment, have the courage to move. That's the part that I want you to think about too. Don't be scared. It's like, well, I got this job and I got to stay here because I got to pay this bill. I just bought a new car and everybody's thinking I'm okay and I'm not okay. Don't do it for anybody else. Those people, that's not what you do it for. Again, those are fans. That's why talk to your team. Don't talk to the fans. Fans going to cheer for you as long as you stay a doctor at that medical center. The fans will cheer for you as long as you're making money and buying drinks, right? The fans will cheer for you as long as you're rolling in a nice car and got a nice place and all that. Those are fans. See, your team don't care about that. Your team don't care about what you're balling with. They don't care about what you make. They care about who you are. And are you good? Are you good? And you'll be good if you're in the right environment, because you'll flourish. The Bible says a tree is defined by the fruit it bears. If you bear no fruit, you're in the wrong environment. You're in the wrong environment, you didn't bear no fruit. So you got to see these things and make those decisions early in your life. It'll serve you well. Lastly, and this is the part that I had to learn, and I didn't see it until I got older, that tomorrow you're a graduate, you're a Buckeye for life. This is home for you. Don't ever make somebody make you think this is not your home. See, I thought it was their home, and I just got through it. I thought it was their place, and I just did my time here, and I got my thing, and I'm out. See ya. That's what I thought it was. And I didn't think there would be more for me from this institution after I left. I was wrong. Buckeye country is real. And when you say OHIO, you'll hear that from Black folks, white folks, any folk. You say OHIO, you have a bond with people now that kind of goes beyond what I thought it would go beyond. I didn't know. You couldn't have told me that was true until I've lived it. And these are the things but you got to embrace it yourself. You got to make this your home. Come home, contribute. There's going to be other students that you can connect to, that you can help them get through what you got through. There's opportunities for you to share. When you go to the city you're in, there's going to be a Buckeye Club there. We're the biggest alumni in the country, over 600,000 Buckeyes in America. That's massive. I've not been anywhere. I do business in 10 cities. I've not been anywhere that I haven't met a Buckeye in a high-ranking position. Not just Buckeyes who just live in that city. No, these are movers and shakers. You get a chance to now let them know we're family. This is Buckeye time. I'm a Buckeye, you're a Buckeye. There's certain things that you'll know about each other. There's certain things you'll expect from each other because we all know what we went through. We all know we had some of the same experiences. We've walked through the Oval, right? We've been to the RPAC. We've come into the Union. I call the Union Ellis Island. This is a place all students come to at some point in their experience. These are things that, again, you'll share with people that you hadn't even met yet. But more importantly, they'll take certain things about your experience and give you an opportunity that you may not have had otherwise. And that's when you'll realize it mattered. It mattered. And again, I wouldn't want you to miss out on what this institution has to offer you. There's more that OSU can offer you even when you're gone. But you won't know it if you don't make this home. If you don't count this as an experience that is not a fleeting moment, but that you stay connected, that you stay involved, that you come back and you see these opportunities for you to connect. So I want you to know that from this point on, you're a Buckeye for life. And you have all the benefits that all of us have shared, that anybody who's ever gone to this institution, anything they've gotten at this institution that you want, it's yours too. You've got to come get it. And again, this is the part of you that I'm expecting because we're the class of 2023, right? We're that class. So let's show them what this class is about and let's go out and make sure people know that this is the moment that now we get to show the world how great you are. We get to show the world that it meant something to you to be here and to graduate. And all these people who are here today, they're not going to stop praying for you. They're not going to stop believing in you. They know you have more in your tank. Because again, it's that practice, that building of your muscle. When you tear your muscle and you start growing, you'll see it. So don't worry about the pain and the challenges that go with it. You've already done that. Keep doing it. Don't get soft on yourself now. Don't get soft now. This is the moment that it matters most because you're prepared now and you're at an excellent level of performance. You need to stay there and continue to invest in yourself. And we're going to continue to invest in you because we love you and we believe in you and we have high expectations for you. So God bless. OH.
Within this graduating class, each student has fond memories, amazing friendship, and has created or upheld some of Ohio State's most sacred traditions. We will now hear from one of our graduating seniors, Christopher Scott, who will offer a parting reflection. Christopher is a graduating cum laude with honors with a Bachelor's of Science degree from Knowlton School of Architecture, one of the best colleges on campus. During his undergraduate years at Ohio State, Christopher served as the president for the National Panhellenic Council with his fraternity, Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, the Delta Omicron chapter. He is a member of Moral Scholars Program and has mentored many BIPOC students within the Knowlton School. Christopher is an avid volunteer in his community and has continued to stay involved with the African American Heritage Festival and the Black Student Association. Please help me welcome Christopher Scott to the podium.
You know, oh man, this is surreal. Wow. So I want to start by welcoming and saying good afternoon and greetings to all the friends, the families, the supporters, the faculty and staff, and everybody who came to celebrate the class of 2023. So thank you. Thank you. As mentioned, my name is Christopher Scott. I am a graduating senior studying architecture with a minor in city and regional planning, and I'm honored to be speaking here today at this esteemed event. So if it's okay with you, I'm gonna ask for a little bit of participation, okay? All right, so I'm gonna start with a story that depicts where we are right now and how it is that we came to be here. So for me personally, I came to campus in 2019, fresh out of high school. And one thing that I kept hearing was, oh, you know, you have to find a way to make the big campus small. And I was a kid, I really was like, okay, sure, whatever that means. I took it with a grain of salt. And it wasn't really until I found my community, this community, that I really began to understand what that meant. Right. So my second semester here on campus, I joined the Divine Nine by joining the Distinguished Delta Omicron chapter of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Really fine. You know. I became a community outreach ambassador for the Black Student Association. I joined the subcommittee for the African American Heritage Festival, and I had the opportunity and the privilege to attend the Leadership Institute with the Bell National Resource Center. So with all of these opportunities, I was like, okay, I'm primed and I'm ready to learn and take advantage of everything that this campus has to offer to me. And I want to be the next like great leader of the Black Ohio State community, right? And then somebody tell me what they think happened after that. All right, you know what I was about to say, the pandemic, right? Like, how can I get up here and not talk about that? So that's where I want to pause the story that I'm telling, right? So this is where I want to stop and talk about the accomplishments and achievements of the class of 2023 and what it means for us to really be here. So I'm gonna do as a lot of speakers do, and if you grew up in the church, you know, I'm gonna do it like the pastor and keep it to 3 points, right? I'm gonna three words that I would say defines the class of 2023, okay? So the first word, resilient. I know for a fact that I'm standing in a room full of activists, student leaders, advocates, and future millionaires. Speak it into existence, you have to. So as I stopped in the story, much of us here today came to campus with this mindset and opportunity to try and take over and become the next leaders of those who came before us, but there was really no blueprint. We were supposed to be the ones to guide the underclassmen, the ones that either had a completely virtual first year or were truly freshmen and didn't really understand what it meant to be on campus, but we didn't know what we were doing. We were primed in the spot with no opportunity to learn from those who came before us. But nevertheless, we took this opportunity and we bounced back and we made a way. Orgs, students, groups alike, all made a way. The founding of Black Caucus, social change initiatives like Sister Sister, the return of Black and Bold magazine, DVD Entertainment, the MPAC Plaza, Black USG president, and not one, but two BSA presidents, right? Graduate advisors, presidents, entrepreneurs, all alike, we found a way to bounce back and make a way. Sorry, excuse me, sorry. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people in the room, man. It really took me all day to name everybody, but I just want to say thank you and congratulations to everybody who had the opportunity to come back and be resilient and make a way for the people who are coming after us, right? I want to give us a hand there. That's where we start clapping, right? We've come entirely too far, done entirely too much for us to not give ourselves credit. I know a lot of people, I know myself specifically, I was given this opportunity. I was like, me, the student keynote speaker, like, I'm just me, you know, but you really got to sit down and recognize and understand the accomplishments that you have made. So don't ever be scared to give yourself the credit where the credit is due. Yes. The second word that I would use to define us is embracing. We embrace the moment. We embrace the struggles. We embrace the beauty, and we embrace each other. One thing that separates this generation from a lot in the past is that we are not afraid to use our emotions to create a plan and react on what we want to do in the future. We embrace each other. So if somebody is down, we're all down helping to pick them up. If somebody is up, we're all celebrating with them. That's what we do. We embrace and love and care and receive support from everybody in this room and even people who didn't have the opportunity to be in the room with us, because we know that it takes a village. The third word that I want to use to describe the class of 2023 and what we've accomplished is pioneers. Remember the sit-ins at the Union? Letters to the president, walks down to the Capitol building, community addresses, State of the Unions, study tables, BSA Farmers Market, NAACP meetings, even the fun things, kickball on Seabird Lawn, crate challenges when that was a thing. That was all a result of trying to come back and become a community again. Think about all that has happened since 2021 to the point now. Think about your favorite moments. Think about what it took to make those moments happen. How we, the class of 2023, grabbed the reins, took charge, and made sure that we reclaim not only our experience, but the experience for those who are going to come after us. We decided to take the opportunity to connect those who came before us with what was missing, what we have now, in order to pass it down in the future. Reclaiming the legacies of all of those who put in the hard work, the people sitting on the stage, the people sitting in this front row, attaining the second, third, fourth, maybe even fifth degree. We decided to take that as an opportunity to move forward. Take all that has been done, all the experiences that have been made, and continue beyond the plains of just the South Oval or South Campus or North Campus or even West, and bring it onto the journey that it is to come after this. Whether that be continuing your education, taking a little bit of time, traveling, and even figuring out what's coming next. Take all that has happened and embrace it. Explore the globe, do whatever it is that makes you comfortable and feel as though you made an accomplishment, and today and tomorrow and this weekend is all a moment of rejoicing. We've deserved every opportunity that we've gotten here, and never be afraid to say, wow, we really did that, because we did. Thank you.
That was a really good one, guys. That was a good one. Thank you, Christopher. I would like to invite Dr. Talisha Jenkins, Associate Vice President of Diversity and Inclusion for the Office of Student Life, to present the Staff and Student Impact Awards.
Oh, thanks, Soros. Good afternoon. It is my honor to present this year's Student and Staff Impact Awards and the highest GPA award. Before honoring our amazing recipients, I would like to recognize all of our graduates and commend you on your achievements and commitment to creating a positive impact on this campus and especially within the Black community. We will begin with our undergraduate and graduate Student Impact Awards. Each year, the Student Impact Awards are awarded to outstanding graduates who have left a lasting impression on the Ohio State campus community through their involvement in student organizations and inside of the classroom. We are fortunate this year to honor 2 students for both the undergraduate and the graduate Student Impact Awards. As your name is called, please hurriedly make your way to the stage. Please come to the stage to receive your award. Our first recipient of the Undergraduate Student Impact Award is described as someone who connects with people from all sectors of campus and the Black community. They spend their time with people and places where values align and a positive impact can be made. This includes Columbus City Schools, the African American Heritage Festival, and through multiple collaborations with Columbus City partners, such as gospel artists, food pantries, and several local businesses. Their nominator writes, They believe in their abilities to create change, no matter how small the contribution may be. They are a student leader who recognizes that you can't lead without the support of your community, because communities shape leaders and give them a voice for change. Most recently, they were inducted into the 116th class of the Spinks Senior Honorary. Please help me congratulate our first Undergraduate Student Impact Award winner, Malaysia Kelly. Congratulations, Malaysia. Our second recipient of the Undergraduate Student Impact Award has worked tirelessly to improve the experience of Black students on Ohio State's campus. Through their involvement with the undergraduate student government, they led a team of individuals who created the Undergraduate Black Caucus, thus giving a unified voice to Black students in USG and bringing formal recognition to Black History Month here at Ohio State. Their nominator writes, "They challenged me to be the best friend I could be and always provided a listening ear. They are one of the kindest, most professional, and hardworking individuals, and they bring a positive light to every room they walk into. They are also a member of the 116th class of the Spinks Senior Honorary and a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Upsilon chapter. Our second Undergraduate Student Impact Award winner is my soul, Amanya Page. Next, we will honor two Graduate Student Impact Award winners. Our first recipient continued to stay involved during their graduate career with the Black Graduate and Professional Student Caucus while maintaining their assistantship as an assistant hall director with Smith Steve Hall. They also assisted the sorority and fraternity life community as an advisor with the Multicultural Greek Council. Their nominator writes, "They have served as an advocate for Black residents who reside in Smith Steve Hall, ensuring that they continue to experience a sense of belonging on a predominantly white campus. There are few, if any, areas of college life that they haven't touched. And I believe that an award such as this warrants a recipient who reflects the intent and spirit of such an honor. Please join me in congratulating our first Graduate Student Impact Award winner, Naeem Allen Steele." Excuse me, everyone. Go ahead, Harvey. Don't you worry about it. Appreciate you. Don't you worry about it. I can always count on you, youngest, always. Our second recipient's positive impact has been felt within the Doctor of Dental Surgery program here at Ohio State. They have served as president of the Student National Dental Association, which advocates for the advancement of dental health education in the African American community. They have also mentored for the Dent Path program, which serves underrepresented students who intend to pursue dentistry. Their nominator writes, they will be mentioned amongst the great African American dentists that have come through the DDS program at Ohio State for years to come. Their involvement with the program supported the creation of the program's first Chief Diversity Officer, and this will forever change the trajectory of our college. Congratulations to our second Graduate Student Impact Award winner, Dr. David Campbell.
Wow.
We will now award the Larry Williamson Jr. Staff Impact Award, named after our beloved friend of the celebration who supported the Black student experience and the Frank W. Hill Black Cultural Center for over 30 years. The Staff Impact Award is awarded to an Ohio State staff member whose contributions go above and beyond to the Black student community. Beginning their Buckeye career with Student Life's sorority and fraternity life team, our recipient of this year's award is the first ever solely dedicated advisor to the National Pan-Atlantic Council and the Multicultural Greek Council. In just 3 years as their advisor, they led NPHC through immense growth, even given the challenges of the global pandemic. Additionally, they engaged campus partners and stakeholders to begin the plans for the construction of the NPHC Plaza, which was officially unveiled this academic year. Our award winner currently works in the Center for Belonging and Social Change. In their nominator rights, they genuinely cared about seeing me succeed. They inspired me to run for council president and helped me find my passion for the role and for serving my community. If you ask any other student, they will tell you about his passion, dedication, and impact on their lives. No matter how many students they work with, they get to know them as individuals, and this is their best and most appreciated trait. This year's Larry Williamson Jr. Staff Impact Award goes to Mr. Seneca Crump. Yeah, yes, sir. Our final award recipient will be honored with the Eminence Award. Each year, the Eminence Award is given to the graduate with the highest GPA. This year's Eminence Award winner will graduate with a dual degree from the College of Arts and Sciences, summa cum laude honors, and an astounding 3.996 GPA. Yeah, she's smart, y'all. She's smart. Congratulations to Imani Harmon. Thank you all for allowing me this opportunity to celebrate and recognize our award winners today. And congratulations again to all of our graduates.
Can we give it up for our wonderful Impact Award winners? Well deserved, each and every one of you, very well deserved. Please hold, I got a couple pages to flip through. They gave me a binder, y'all. I'm official up here, don't they? All right. We wanted to take this opportunity to honor and thank those who have not only guided, mentored, and supported us, but challenged us. Would all the family and friends of our graduates please rise? Friends and family of the graduates, please rise. Y'all stand up and give them a round of applause. Y'all stand up and give them applause. Without you, we would not be standing here. Thank you for your time, dedication, and legacies of love. At this time, we'd like to please welcome Dr. Andre Brown to present us with our graduates.
Getting older, so I gotta go to the glasses. Good evening. I have the distinct pleasure of introducing the 2023 graduating class. Our order of presentation begins with our students receiving doctorates, masters, and last but not least, baccalaureate degrees. Graduates, please stand and proceed to the stage. Dr. Raquel Loveleen Armstrong. Dr. Charmaine Campbell. Dr. David Campbell. Dr. Brittany Danielle Carter Stewart. Dr. Anitra Lachey Ladney. Dr. Jeffrey Dwayne Green II. Dr. Christian Marlene Hines. Dr. Casey Simone Hornbuckle. Dr. Ifani Ilabu. Dr. Cheryl Lynn Logan. Dr. Summer Rylene Lucky. Dr. Brianna Monet Steiger. Ya Akidam. Naeem Allen Stills. Ariel Ariado.
I'm gonna do a little.
We got it. Brianna. Michelle Burns. Michelle Carter. Ja. Hannah Gaskins. Sarah Gosubek. Julia Hargrove. Antiyani Joshua. Melissa Lancaster. Charity Barton King. Tyler Nash. Sydney Stepney. Victor Adebayo. Ozar Ahmed. Angela Antawi. Diana Ja Apiaje. Khadija Artan. Douglas Arthur Mensa.
Orlando Battles.
Wanda Brackus. Heather Benahena. Binti Benagura. Kirsten Sua Baye. Anna Bass. James Vince.
Grace Renee Beatles. Grace Renee Beatles.
Grace Renee Beatles. Amanda Belmar. Maisha Beatles. Rashawn Boyd. Nicole Brooks Wood. Lisa Brown. Aaron Stefan Brown Jr. Chantel. Chantel Brown. Sydney Brown. Got it. Renata Burgess. Jonathan Brooks. Megan Butler. Jamie Carmichael. Toby Cartwright. Michelle Cherry. Hiya Cochran. Kadeja Connor. Braden, Alexis Braden. Raylan Alexis Creighton. Hi, Sadia Cunningham. Nicole Curry. Arlo Da Wu Wu. Brianna Daniel. Raven Almond. Richard Dixon Jr. Ruth Elandu. Jalen Faircloth. James Farrell. Celine Grace Daycare. Yandris Ferguson. Christina Fight. Jace Alexander Floyd. Sydney Odessa Green. Paul Bowens. Garrison Glover. Elise Gilmore. Helen Garrison. Helen Garrison. Jackie Warren. John Anthony Taylor. Jamila Franklin. Warrington Ford. Ashley Coleman. Clark Michelle Griffin. Jordan Simone. Brooke Hylu. Jalen Hall. Naomi June. Molly Race Hargrove. Ebony Harmon. Mariah Hendricks. Noel. Kristen. Christian Noel Hill. Shayana Hinkle Moore. Andre Allen. Aaliyah. Bola T. Back. Instagram. You want to give me some room. I got you. Watch it, baby. Watch it. Hold that down. Hold that down. You got enough room? Galen, Carol, again. Chloe Johnson. Kira Jones. Naomi Jones. Taylor G. Conte.
Bouquet Casa.
Blue Kelly Casa. Malaysia Kelly. Michaela Rose King. Ryan Curley. Cindy Renee Coles. Isaiah Lee Lane. Tania Larkins. Brooklyn Latham. Taya Rote LeBlanc. Grant Lee. Shakira Lynch. Chris, gotcha. Hodge Christopher Lipton. Camilo Lloyd. Dylan Lunsford. Delonte Manley. Kayla Marshall. Faith Martin. Renasia Lachey May. Imani McCormick. Stefan Chow. Here. Sierra McKenzie. Ayat Muzain Mu Ko Min. Nevaeh Chardonnay Miller. When what's up? Aaliyah Mitchell. Tyreek Mitchell. Denise Nixon. David Obin Ganasa. Vinta Inyasi. What? Alexis Leanne Mooch.
Wow. Wow. Don't touch your sheet high. Don't touch your sheet high. Don't touch your sheet high. Don't touch your sheet high.
Holy Nay Ingala.
You back. Just like you at.
Stacy Faith Mutoli. Courtney Newberry. Kalea Monet Morrow. Courtney Moore. Ayat Mohammed. Anna Elaine Phillips. Andrea Peterson. Rosalind Catherine Perry. Catherine Perkins. Data Palmer. Amaya Grace Page. David Okucha. Feeding your phonetic goods. Stephanie Oganaway. Andrew Pierce the second. Face Pope. Bonnie Reed Scott. Rice. Maya Rios. Lamar. Big Norton in the building. Corey Lamar Roach the second. Owen Robert. Ira Robertson. Jordan Lynn Robinson. Gianna Rogers. Gianna Rogers. Maya Alexis Roman. Alaya Ross. Samuels. Armani Hollinger Samuels.
Headlam.
Yes. Anna Scott Hedlund. Nothing else. Yep, say it. Nothing else. Brooke Shields. Jordan Slade. Amaya Smith. Thank you so much. Tyvon Smith. Devin Smith. Angelica Smith Williams. Sakaya Sleem. John Snowden. So tall. Jordan so tall. Cameron Stafford. Adam Marine Staples. Naima Marine Story. Alana Strickland. Camille. Taylor. Shay Taylor. Ellen Thomas II. Sarah Tibbs. Gabrielle Toe. Misha Tolliver. Jamie Tucker. Yeah. Matthew Turnquist. Tanazim Uhehu. Actually. Alexander Ushery. Uriah Walker. So Shayla Mariah Walker. Hey, Nicholas. Chloe Rawls. Sydney West. Will Wilder. Harmon Williams. Taylor Williams. Ayana Williams. Angela. Jordan Angelin Woodall. Last. Layla Woodard Hinton. I didn't see y'all yet. Christopher Scott. Hey, Bill. I've been. I'm sorry. Abel Karif Anabaha. Thanks, Lon. You left?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to say, let's say the dance color? What do you want to say?
No,
Like, give him a little something.
I say you.
Let's see you.
I see you.
See you.
I see you.
Come on. Come on. Hey, wait, no, no.
Person, yeah, I see you. Oh, Lord. Let's give another round to our graduates. Congratulations again to all our graduates. That was something, wasn't it? Real quick, we're gonna say something real quick. As we begin, celebration to women, I would like to thank all of our dance participants, as well as the Ohio Union Center for Belonging and Social Change, Office of Diversity and Inclusion, Office of the Senior Vice President for Student Life, National Family Learning Council, Black Alumni Society, Family Relations, Sorority and Fraternity Life, and all program participants, as well as our volunteers. We especially want to extend a sense of gratitude and part of love to the African American Family Celebration Committee, which includes Dr. Leah Davis, Dr. Andre Brown, Ford, Hunter Hartwood, Eddie Boone, Ron Edward, Nicholas Patrick, Dylan Thomas, and Taylor Washington. So give them a round of applause.
Oh, it's my turn.
Well, everyone, we've come to an end of our celebration together, and I've enjoyed sharing these MC duties with you. Y'all did great. Y'all looked good. You was clean. You was fitted. You ate. You ate. You ate. Congratulations on your graduation tomorrow, and I wish you nothing but the best as you leave the Ohio State University. Say it with me. Say it with me. Say it with me. The Ohio State University. I would now like to invite our NPHC banner carriers back to the front to be ready for our closing procession. Friends and family, we ask that you join us in singing Carmen, Ohio, led by the graduating class of 2023. Don't worry, the lyrics gonna be on the screen. I didn't know that, the lyrics are in your program booklets and on the screen. And at the end of our song, please remain standing until our closing procession has concluded. Let's get the show on the road.
I would like to say that this room, I would like to say that the every signatures will show that first, followed by the its members, and followed by the graduates. And once again, I don't know you guys want to know this, congratulations to the class. It's very